Thank you so much for coming, and thank you teachers for bringing your classes. So we really couldn't do this without you. Thanks.
What's up, everyone? My name is Ryan Abershami.
My name is Mira Terabin.
And we are here today to speak to you guys about our third annual Wish Week. I want to thank the students and the teachers for giving their time to come out and hear us speak. This is the third year that we are doing Wish Week. 2 years ago, we started Wish Week at Beverly High, and we decided to make it a tradition. But before we go into Wish Week, or what the Make-A-Wish Foundation is for that matter, I think it's important that we all be aware of a common truth. And that common truth is that life is not fair. Every single one of us do things every single day to keep ourselves healthy. We eat our vitamins in the morning, we brush our teeth at night, we try to avoid foods that aren't good for us, all for the common goal of staying healthy. However, for some kids, taking these steps is not enough. Whether it be a condition they were born with, a child was born with, or a drastic event that changed the life of a child as he or she knows it, one can say that a child diagnosed with a life-threatening condition asks themselves, why did that happen to me? And I think it's important for all of us to be aware of that. Every single year in Los Angeles, 900 kids are affected by a life-threatening condition. Think about that number, 900 kids. Look around. Look at the person to your right and to your left, in front and behind you. In just under 3 months, the equivalent of every single person in this theater will find out that their time to live has been cut down by decades. They will find out that the time they have left is no longer a time to live, but rather a time to survive.
You don't succeed when you get what you want but not what you need. Isn't it cool? When you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in rivers, and the tears come streaming down your face. Something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home.
Imagine for a second you're one of those 900 children in the LA area that has been diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. Imagine you were just told that you have a limited time to survive, and the time you have left, you're going to be fighting for your life. How would you feel? How would the lives of the people around you change? How would your mom's or dad's schedule change to make sure you're alive? How would you feel if you couldn't do the things you love or you do on a regular basis? How would you feel if you truly knew your life was in danger and didn't know if there'd be a tomorrow?
But there's always hope. And instead of filling the time of sick children with surgeries and chemotherapy, organizations like the Make-A-Wish Foundation give children hope. In some way, they kind of act like a genie in a bottle. They grant a child's wish, and they help them forget about the long and painful recovery ahead. And wishes don't only happen once in a blue moon. In fact, every 34 minutes, a wish is granted. So that means sometime during this assembly, some kid somewhere in the world is going to have their wish granted. And the 4 categories of wishes are: I wish to go, I wish to meet, I wish to have, and I wish to be. And with these 4 categories, the possibilities are endless. And this is the story of Zayden's wish.
He loves outer space. He was always fascinated with stars.
And when you ask him what he really likes, it always goes back to the rocket ship in outer space.
The day he was born, August 18th, they found out he had a heart condition.
One of the valves in his heart was pumping a lot of fluid to his lungs.
His total is 4 open heart surgeries and 38 heart catheterizations. Go for a walk. Go for a walk. All right, let's go. And he has a very vivid imagination.
Very.
I asked him, what's outer space? What's out there? What's in Saturn? And he said, an alien. A green alien.
Engage the Zayden 7.
Oh!
Initiating boarding. Welcome to the Zayden 7. Prepare for launch.
Ready? Ready! Oh!
We have liftoff.
That's close! Yeah, I can see it over there.
Let me show you where your house is.
Yeah! That's my house!
Look to your right, we're passing the moon.
The moon!
This is my favorite part. You have arrived at Saturn.
Can we land?
Prepare for landing.
Yeah! Oh my god! I see a rainbow!
Alright, time to head home.
Right here! Wow, I went in outer space! It was fun!
My missions to space, of course, were really exceptional, but getting to participate in this and making this little boy's wish come true, it's really great.
First astronaut on Saturn!
So can we do that again?
This is the first virtual reality wish that we've ever done. He also had very specific expectations of his journey, not based in science, but on his imagination.
We can use new technology to really just bring more joy to the world. It's just really special to be a part of that.
So many people went out of their way to make this Zayden's Day, to make our son's wish come true.
It was amazing!
Alright, so before we go into this, I wanted to see how many of us here knew about the Make-A-Wish Foundation before we came into any of the assemblies. Just show of hands higher. Yeah, so that's a good amount of us. And then, how many of us knew where or how it started before the assembly? Is there anyone? Yeah, up there. You're right. So, Make-A-Wish, what's up?
She said Arizona, by the way.
She said Arizona. So Make-A-Wish Foundation did start in Arizona in 1980. It started with Chris Gracious. He grew up in Illinois with his mother, and like many of us, he had dreams. He dreamt about growing up and becoming a police officer, and to quote him, he wanted to catch the bad guys. Then when Chris was around 5, on February 4th, 1977, his mom got a call that none of us would ever want to hear. And she heard news that your son has cancer. Her son had leukemia, which is a vicious type of blood cancer that attacks the lymph nodes, and its treatment involves radiation and chemotherapy, which is extremely intense, especially on a young child Chris's age. So after a couple months of therapy and going through the process to try to eliminate the leukemia, Chris's mom realized that Chris isn't really going to grow up, and he's not going to be able to have his dreams come true. He's not going to be able to become a police officer. So what she did is she drove all the way down to Arizona, and she met with a friend. His name was Tommy Austin. Austin gathered a group of his police officer friends from different departments, and what they did was they worked extremely hard so that on April 29th, 1980, Chris would become the first ever honorary officer. The day after that, they gave Chris his own custom uniform in his little size, and they gave him his motorcycle proficiency test. The day after that, they gave him his motorcycle officer wings in the hospital, because by that time, Chris's health began to decline. And then the day after that, Chris passed away. But Chris passed away with his wish true, and that's the power of Make-A-Wish. So what is Make-A-Wish Foundation? By definition, it's a 501c3 nonprofit organization, kind of a fancy way of saying it's tax deductible, and it's recognized as an organization. And what Make-A-Wish truly is, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. It might sound cheesy, but for kids who are spending their days laying in bed trying to recover and looking forward to doctor's appointments and therapy and surgeries, it lets them know that their biggest wish can come true, and Make-A-Wish Foundation will do anything to make it happen. So just a summary of how it works. First, the child needs to be referred. They can be referred by a doctor, family member, a friend, themselves even. And then the child has to meet the medical eligibility. That means that the child needs to be between 2.5 and 18 years old, and their critical illness must be degenerative, progressive, or malignant. That basically means that their condition just keeps on getting worse. Then the third step is going to be to find the true wish. And that means finding what the child truly wants without the influence of family or friends. For example, if they ask a child, what do you want to do? And they go, I want to meet Kobe Bryant. You're like, oh my God, cool dude. Like, what's your favorite team? And they go, the Dodgers. You're like, the Dodgers aren't a basketball team? But okay, so what they do is they investigate and they find the child's truest wish and they make it come true. Just to remind you of the categories, it's I wish to be an astronaut, I wish to meet Barack Obama, I wish to have jungle, or I wish to go to Japan. Then the fourth step, once they find out about the truest wish and what the child truly wants, they work really hard to make it happen.
And Make-A-Wish's ultimate mission is to create life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. Although medicine, surgery, chemotherapy are all ways to improve children's health or improve people's health, applying to their emotions is a way to help them get better also. And 89% of doctors, 89% of professionals say that granting a child's wish will help them progress into their adult years. And also, 70% of those 70% of those children that their illnesses are deemed life-threatening live on to their adult years. So imagine about 3/4 of you guys whose illnesses have been deemed life-threatening will live on into your adult years. And that's why I think it's important for all of us to get involved. We know all about the Make-A-Wish Foundation now, so now it's our opportunity to be a part of it. This week is Wish Week, and our goal for Wish Week is one that a lot of us may not have in mind. One might think that our goal is to raise money and to spread awareness about the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and that's something I want to do, that's something we want to do, but that's a byproduct of our actual goal. Our actual goal is to raise school spirit and to boost the morale of the school. And it's our responsibility, the teachers and the students' responsibility, to make this place more than a place, to make this school more than a place where you give and get grades, and more than a place where you come and then leave. It's our responsibility to make this school our second home. And it's our responsibility to live moments at Beverly Hills High School like this. Just out of curiosity, who was at this game? So this was last year's game, Crossroads, basically Shaquille O'Neal's son's team versus Beverly, Ron Artest's son's team. It was a pretty crazy game, and I hope this will happen tomorrow night also, and I want you guys all to be there. Tomorrow night is our Santa Monica game, but I'll get more into that. Today during lunch, ASBM Service Learning have set up many activities to get you guys involved. Today during lunch, we have teacher duct tape. When this period ends, we will be duct taping Mr. Kobe to a wall in the second floor patio. We're going to be putting a chair under him, duct taping to the wall, and then pulling the chair out and having him dangle from the wall. Tomorrow during lunch is our basketball pep rally. The varsity basketball boys will be versing you guys, whoever wants to volunteer, in three-point contest, knockout, and other basketball activities. They will also be warming up and doing a dance with cheer for tomorrow night's game. Tomorrow night's girls varsity game begins at 6 o'clock. The boys game begins at 7:30. Raffle tickets will be sold at the door, both at the Samo and Beverly entrance, and the lucky person from Beverly that gets selected will verse someone from Santa Monica in a three-point contest.
And they'll beat them.
Yes, and you guys will definitely. So make sure to buy your raffle tickets to participate during halftime. Our Wish Kid is also coming out tomorrow night. Our Wish Kid's name is Francine. A couple things about Francine. Her wish was to go to a BTS concert. Things about Francine. Her favorite color is pink. Her favorite food is cheese pizza. Her favorite movie is Sleeping Beauty, and she likes to swim. She likes to play hide and seek, tag, and she likes to do photography.
Fun fact, Francine actually got to go and photograph as an official photographer at the Golden Globes Award like 2 weeks ago. That was part of Make-A-Wish.
So Thursday is our dodgeball tournament. You can sign up using this link. We will be having a dodgeball tournament in the swim gym. So if you sign up, you can come and verse your friends in dodgeball. Finally, on Friday is our food day. We will bring out Fat Burger, Didi Rees, and Krispy Kreme in order to sell to you guys, and all the proceeds will go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So make sure not to eat lunch, not to eat breakfast. Come out, buy Fat Burger. Also, throughout the week, we will be having Penny Wars. In each fifth period class, there will be a box and instructions on how Penny Wars works. Winner of Penny Wars by the end of this Friday will get Didi Rees next Monday during the fifth period class. Lastly, we're selling Wish Week t-shirts during lunch and nutrition every single day this week. You can buy them in front of the library. They cost $10, and all the proceeds go to Make-A-Wish. And this video kind of demonstrates what we expect our Wish Week to look like.
My heart is in your hands, and you know you could break. lifetime of memories that are being created here, not only by your monetary thoughtfulness, but your kind words and gestures toward Peyton and our family will long extend past today. Thank you. So if you can take anything from my words that I'm saying today, and my family's moment of gratefulness to you, always consider giving. One act of kindness can have a rippling effect, and good deeds lead to more good deeds and more good deeds. It can change the trajectory of somebody's life, and I promise it'll change two people's lives, not only the one that's getting it, but the one that's giving it.
Alright, just to recap and give you this information, so on average it costs around $10,000 to grant one wish, and I want to put that into perspective by showing how many people in our community alone are affected by a critical illness. So 17 of you walking in got a star. If you did get that, please stand up.
So if you want to start walking in, please stand up.
So the 17 of you standing up, you guys have been deemed right now with a life-threatening illness. You don't know if you're going to have it tomorrow, you don't know if you're going to survive today, but you know you're going to push your hardest. And your hopes might have been altered for now, but for us that are sitting down, nothing has changed. Our life is still the same, we're comfortable in our seats. But what we can do is we can give those standing up the power to redeem their hope.
And if you're a skeptical about exactly who you're donating to and what you're donating to, let's give you guys an example. What's your name?
Sean.
Sean. Okay. So Sean, if you can make one wish, Sean, what would it be?
I don't know. Solve all the world's problems.
Okay. I mean, that's a noble wish. But I don't think there's any monetary value that can accomplish that. Okay, so if Sean wanted to meet Donald Trump, and you guys donate money to the Make-A-Wish Foundation during Wish Week, we can help Sean achieve his wish. Without you guys, Sean would never be able to meet Donald Trump. So with the help of you guys throughout this entire week, all your donations, all your awareness spreading will go to help Sean meet Donald Trump.
But realistically, some people might not want to meet Donald Trump, so you're not going to pay for them to meet Donald Trump.
You're paying for. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
So basically, you can be the difference. And I have one last question for you guys. How many of us in here have known or have had someone we've loved be affected by a terminal illness? Raise them really high. That's a big amount of us. And I know when we're in that position, we feel helpless and we want to help them get out of that feeling. So I know we would do whatever we can or whatever we want to make them feel as better as possible as they can. And the thing is, we can do that today. We can do that for one little child. And that's Make-A-Wish Foundation, and we're just going to recap it with this story.
I used to dance for 5 days a week, multiple times a day. My legs started to hurt, so I thought that I had hurt myself dancing.
We weren't overly concerned at first, but it kind of was persisting.
When she was limping Thanksgiving weekend, after not doing any exercise on her leg, we knew something was wrong.
We went to the doctor the next day.
They said, your daughter has a mass in her left femur. There were no words. I couldn't breathe. Unfortunately, the biopsy results came back, and it was what they thought it was.
Noah was there with Delaney. They were in the car on the way home. He didn't want to tell me because I was still at work. But Delaney's the one who answered me. She said, it is cancer, it's osteosarcoma. Delaney's words in the car with him was, "I want to be an inspiration." So she was ready to fight this from the beginning, and she knew that she was going to be able to do something positive and make a difference.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mrs. Unger?
Yes.
Hi, this is Katrina from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We have some good news to share with you. I just wanted to let you know that you are qualified for a wish.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Oh, great news.
That's terrific. That will be a big light at the end of the tunnel.
So do you have any idea of what your wish might be?
To go to Hawaii.
To go to Hawaii?
I love swimming and surfing and going on the beach in the warm weather. It would be cool to surf in Hawaii even because that's like the best place really to surf.
For 4 months, I did everything in my power to make sure she didn't lose her leg. And she was sick in the hospital. I made a video for her surgeon. She said, listen, I don't want to lose my leg, but if I have to, if that's gonna allow me to do what I wanna do in life, take my leg. I don't want a leg that's worthless to me.
They do an amputation in your thigh, and then they take the part of the leg that was untouched by cancer, and they rotate it 180 degrees and reattach it to the top of your thigh. So it enables you to do a lot more high impact activities than not having that joint there.
She wants to dance, she wants to surf. Those things all require a leg, but saving the leg that she has after removing the tumor, she wouldn't be allowed to do those things.
She point blank said, "I would rather be able to try at something and fail than not be able to try at all." And as soon as she said that, she gave me the answer.
I tried to think positive of it, and now I get to get this unique surgery, and I'll be able to do all the things really I want to do. I am looking forward to getting the wish. I can count down now for something good to happen. Like when I'm having a rough day, I could just think of that and it would make me feel much better. It makes me heal faster.
She said, first I'm going to learn to walk, then I'm going to learn to dance. Those were her goals, and she's working every day, to achieve that.
If you do stay positive and put your mind to anything and are determined and don't give up easily, really anything is possible.
What the world can learn from Delaney is that no matter what life puts in your way, it can be overcome.
Again, that's the power of the wish. So Delaney had appointments for surgeries, for doctor's appointments, for physical therapy, and that's the day she was counting down to, and that's really not fun for a child. But then now she gets to count down for her trip to Hawaii, which is amazing.
Does anybody have any questions? Any questions at all about the Make-A-Wish Foundation, about anything?
What's up?
Did she get to, so was that video kind of a while ago? Like, was she able to go to Hawaii yet, or is she not
So,
able to go yet?
yeah, her wish was granted. She went to Hawaii. As you saw, her wish, I don't know exactly how long ago it is, but I know her wish was granted. So everyone who makes a video, and we have a video about Make-A-Wish, that means their wish has already been granted. Any other questions? Yeah.
I know we can donate and help out as much as we can at school, but how do we get like my parents, my friends that don't come to school involved?
Great question. So there's a link going around. If you don't know it, we'll send you guys a Jupiter message. You can donate online in addition to at school. So if your parents want to donate, you can send them the link and they can donate. That was a good question. Yeah.
Do we have spirit days or colorware?
Yeah. There's a couple things I forgot to mention. First of all, during the pep rally, DJ Northbound will be performing, so make sure to come out. Spirit Days, Wednesday is blackout at the Samo game, so make sure to wear all black. Thursday, in light of our Wish Kid, we're wearing all pink. And then on Friday, we're wearing our Make-A-Wish t-shirts. Yeah, what's up?
Have you guys presented the same thing as your teachers?
I mean, reaching a goal of $10,000 is not easy. So I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna take a lot of effort and a lot of heart. And I think Can you give a round of applause to Mira? Because Mira actually put a lot of hard work. There was actually a lot of people here that helped us, like Ms. Bader, Mr. Mead, Ms. Schoolsby, all of ASB, all of Service Learning, and you guys, Ms. Morris. So give a round of applause to them. Now, before we go, we're going to start off Wish Week right. And our first activity is going to be our Miracle Minute. So raise your hand if you have your backpack here today. Raise them high, raise them high. Okay, now I want everybody to reach into their backpacks, grab their wallets, grab loose change, credit cards, whatever. Reach in, reach in.
I want you. And you. To make a child's wish come true. You've got the magic in you.
People in your town are making magic every day.
The recipe is easy. Hope, strength, some happiness, and the most important part. You, yes, you.
Alright, so on the count of 3, in an orderly fashion, no chaos. We're gonna come down. You have 1 minute to put all the money you want into these buckets. We've had a kind of a competition with other assemblies, so let's try to beat them. Okay, on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Come on, guys. I see too many people sitting down. I'm gonna call you out. Let's go, Tyler. Yo, don't put him down, please. Let's go.
30 seconds, that's half the time.
It's 20 seconds. Let's go. Also, I forgot to mention, we're selling Wish Week t-shirts in front of the library. Thanks, buddy. What's your name? I see. I mean, I wasn't supposed to accept your money after the minute, but I don't mind. It's fine. So, Wish Week t-shirts in front of the library, $10. All proceeds will go to Make-A-Wish. We have some time left, more than I was expecting. So, we're going to ask you guys questions, and if you get them right, you guys will get something. What's up? Penny Wars, yeah. I can talk about it again. Penny Wars boxes will be in your 5th period classes with instructions, so make sure to look at those. What's up? Shirts in front of the library during nutrition and lunch. Questions? Okay. Pop quiz. What was the name of the first kid that ever got a wish granted? No, raise your hand. What's up? Huh? Come on, speak up. One more time. No, it wasn't Zayden. What's up? There we go. Alright, next question. What is the Spirit Day on Thursday? What's up? Wear pink, correct. Okay, next question. Who's gonna win at tomorrow night's basketball game? Sambo! If you say Sambo, you're gonna leave. Jared, Beverly, give a round of applause to that. Okay, next question. Next question, let's see.
Number 1 wish game.
Who's the #1 wish granter? I mean, this wasn't in a presentation, but who's the #1 wish granter for Make-A-Wish? What's up? John Cena, correct. Okay, next one. Huh? Okay. Let's see, another question. Huh? Okay, 2 more. Oh yeah, talent show, my bad, I'm gonna talk about the talent show. So talent show was originally scheduled for this week, but since we have a dance company show and ASV and service learning are in total support of every group on campus, we decided to move our talent show to next week so you guys can attend the dance company show tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. Talent show, dance company show is $10 in the wall list. Talent show is next week on Wednesday. Ask your teacher if he or she is offering extra credit. If not, come talk to me and I'll talk to them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, 2 more questions. Who's
Tommy Austin?
Who's Tommy Austin? Let's go. Yeah.
The guy that Chris's mom took Chris to so he could become a police.
Where, like,
Go right here.
who knows a specific job?
Okay, I'll tell you what the acronym is. DPS. That's what his job title is. What does that stand for? What's up? No, it's not TSA. That's airport. What's up? Nope.
Scottsdale Sheriff.
What's up? Nope. Department of... not police. Department of Public Safety. I'll take this. Okay, last question. Anyone have a question in mind? Okay,
Who recently did their 100th wish? Or the person?
He's made more.
Huh? Oh yeah, okay, was this a good presentation? Let's go. Tyler. It was, alright. Give him 2. You're gonna have mine too. Alright, what time is it?
Alright, you guys.
Alright, thank you all for coming out. You got some meat to lunch early. Come on to the 2nd floor patio.